Hello, my name is Steve, and I am excited that you are here, that you have made a decision to see how the power of storytelling can change the way you do business, and also give you the opportunity to obtain more cash, increase your sales and profits, achieve unbelievable brand, product, or business awareness, and exposure of your business, and enhance your customer engagement. You are here because you would or are thinking of a solution to fast track your business growth. The power of storytelling through a highly designed and tailor-made video production is the most successful way to what I said a few seconds ago, and it is a proven strategy. One only needs to look at the biggest industry in the world, and you will see the power that an actual story has. I'm talking about Hollywood. Nowhere else in the world of business can you make $25 million or more on the first night of your product. And if this is not convincing enough, here are only 3 of the most profitable businesses in the world that use the power of storytelling through video production, or all sorts of video media to make more money than you can dream of. Firstly, Coca-Cola. It sells 1.7 billion cans a year. McDonald's sells 900 million Big Macs. Microsoft sells enough products to have a 1.97 trillion market cap. The numbers do not lie, and the big companies know the formula, the strategic plan, and they have actively used the power of storytelling to be where they are and the great place that they will be tomorrow and the day after that, and so on and so on. I say this because I know this, because I speak to so many successful businesses, and they all say the same thing. Once they started using the power of storytelling and the delivery of a visual video, growing their business was the easiest thing for them. It basically does the work on its own and allows you to focus on more important things. I said it earlier, and it is true. That is how successful and profitable businesses obtain the majority of their income, their profits, and their increased cash flow. The problem is, businesses that are not doing well don't have a strategy. There is no plan. It's more day-to-day luck than good management. That's why I would like to be able to change this with you. I've got a few things I'm going to share with you to help you start your journey to fast-tracking your business growth. At the end of this video, it won't be about how to say the right things or what the process is. It will be a more profound and succinct way. I would like to, and I will share with you what actually does work. It is so easy for me to provide you with instructions on what you need to do. I can tell you to do this and do that, as many people try to do. This would help. However, it would only give you 1 or 2 great moments, and you'll be back where you are now, searching for something new to help you grow your business. What I am talking about is actually being able to allow you to achieve over 4,000% increase in your sales, in your brand or business exposure, and customer engagement over the course of 12 months. I know what is going to change your business. I have had over 20 years of experience in the film, theater, entertainment, and video production industry, and my team of creative specialists know and have seen what actually works. Let us look at some very interesting blueprints to be able to increase your sales and profits, improve your business exposure, and enhance your customer engagement. To begin, I would like to look at 5 distinct levels of thinking and behaviors that people go through. The majority of people have what is commonly known as a transactional way of thinking. This is not by choice. Most of us behave in this way of processing our thinking patterns and behavior because it is our survival instinct. The whole concept of the laws of attraction is a science. That is why being able to increase your sales and profits, improve your business exposure, and enhance your customer engagement is easy to do when you start to understand how we process our thoughts and think. Here at the Transactional Red Zone, people behave in a hunter mindset. They're really focused. That focus, however, becomes spam-orientated. It becomes more about doing whatever you can that is quick to obtain some kind of outcome. Things like sending out cold messages, sending out cold emails, knocking on doors, cold calling, spending lots of money on print magazines or your local newspaper. This is all transactional in the method of thinking. It is all about the excessive use of words and images to attempt to attract. Business owners who are transactional in their way of thinking often tell me that growing a business is hard. And it is hard if we are transactional in the way we think and act. Most of the time, it is hard because we are repetitively focusing on monotonous actions. These kind of actions do not work for anyone. This is all good for our ability to survive. However, it will not help you in any way to be able to increase your sales and profits. If a business isn't hard to run or manage, then what is it all about? It is about the relationship you create with your new and existing customers. It is about you bringing your audience on a journey, whether that's about your own business or a fictional one that speaks of your brand or product. To add to this is evoking positive emotions with your customers. I like to call your customers your audience. It has a better feel to it. Like an audience at a packed out arena of fans or a sold out movie theater. You must have or create an audience for your business, your product, and both. For if you do have an audience, then you are in the first stages of building brand awareness and having fans become your walking, talking, selling billboards. Returning back to the 5 behaviors of people, we move from the monotonous transactional way of thinking to what is known as process-driven. A good percentage of business owners and managers sit in this orange zone. It's often called the process-driven zone because it is all about the process. It is about the motion of doing things. People in this area are outcome-based. There is the tick-the-box mentality and the to-do list. There is a huge emphasis on adding value to others in some way. That's nice and kind to add values to others. However, when it comes to growing your business, it is a long and arduous path. There is a third aspect to the way we think and act, and this is called leader-driven. This whole way of thinking is about building momentum. There's a good connection between you, your passion and dream, and your business, including the actions that you are taking. People in this yellowish zone realize and understand how important relationships are. There is a marketing plan approach rather than doing the easy thing of Facebook ads, pay-per-click, or search engine optimization, also known as SEO. Business owners who have spoken with me and are leader-driven often tell me that while they have a good approach building relationships, the relationships take too long to build. Building relationships doesn't take long at all. Think about what a relationship has to offer you and your audience compared to the normal way of engaging a customer through print, Google, Facebook, and all those other SEO-like behaviors. Text and imagery alone do not build relationships. What does build relationships are sound, the movement of momentum. This can be your hand, your eyes, your mouth, you actually moving or any movement in your visual surroundings, a deeper sense of pace, and a feeling of immersion. When you are actually speaking to someone in person, over a video phone call, or through TV or video screen of any kind, you and your audience are being taken on a journey with a set of ideas. What's more, you're almost experiencing the very same thing as you are watching, hearing, and seeing. Once we understand and actively are involved in building true relationships, our mindsets start to move to exponential. Here is where wealthy, successful business owners are. Their mindset is that of the enchanter, as the experience becomes magical with everything they do and everyone they meet. This is where your audience and their friends share stories about you all the time because of the things that you do and offer. It really is now about understanding and fulfilling the science behind growing a business using a brain chemical approach that actually works. Having a good marketing plan is helpful. However, you won't build loyalty and trust. You won't resonate with your potential audience unless you understand and implement the science. The next mindset is resonate. This is where it all happens. Everything that you do is heartfelt. There is a major difference between building relationships and creating a relationship. In essence, understanding the difference, you will often see that it doesn't take time to actually build relationships. It's the moments that people remember when you make them feel a particular way that encourages that created relationship. Therefore, don't leave your business plan as a scribble on a piece of paper. Instead, incorporate this higher level of immersion into your strategy. Consider and make the change to use the power of storytelling to help grow your business. And you tell your story in the way it deserves to be told and offer yourself and your audience a sense of completeness. When you think, act, and behave with the mindset of encompassing the power of storytelling, it shows your audience you're not all about selling. You're about creating a relationship with them. A great story can make your audience feel like they're not watching a piece of content from a business. Instead, they're simply going to be swept away with the emotions and the messages of what you are telling them. As a result, it has more impact because the audience, your customers who are viewing it, are more likely to share and start conversations about you, your business, or your product. This is exciting when you consider that digital video in general already generates 2,200% more shares than text and images combined. It really is more about creating deep emotional connections and sincere loyalty than anything else. Now that we're on this journey of insightful knowledge in growing a business and realizing the importance of the relationship, the question we must ask ourselves is, if I would like to fast track my business and its growth, is it really this simple? Create a powerful story that resonates with people, create the relationships of my newly found audience, and have more engaging moments that lead to conversations? And the answer is yes, it is that simple. The main impact of any story we hear is to engage us in a conversation. The key now, that you're still with me, is to move this one step further and to accelerate the story and the conversation with your customers. There is a whole other level that is required. It is where I believe the story starts to become a blockbuster, where your audience grows rapidly and your audience becomes your endless flow of talking billboards, where you stand out above everyone else and every other business. And let's face it, you deserve to be best at what you do or what you offer. You deserve to have that financial freedom. The only thing that is stopping you from that is your chosen behavioral mindset. Making an active decision to change how you think, what you do, and why you do it is the start of you taking advantageous steps and creating powerful moments to fast-tracking results of your business. The story, STORY, is the actual leverage, the accelerator that multi-million-dollar businesses actually use. And you too can begin using it as well to ensure that every decision your audience makes is the choice to resonate. STORY is an acronym of the word story. It's a 5-step, easy to understand letter point strategy that increasingly uncovers the true essence of your business, your product, and that of your customer. And it's working. According to Microsoft Advertising, 70% of Gen Z consumers are more trusting of brands that represent a powerful story with their products. This shows that the power of storytelling isn't just unicorns and fairies. When stories are rooted in real experiences, they can deliver real results for any size business. So why is the story important? Well, it's simple. People can literally see themselves reflected in those on screen, giving them a greater sense of belonging. And what's more powerful than that? If your audience can resonate, there is that great word again. If you remember that word in the green zone, the highest point of success that I showed earlier, if your audience can resonate, then what you are doing, what you're achieving is overwhelming trust, deep emotional bonds, and profound loyalty that you are now creating. Within the STORY are 3 additional levers that help you achieve everything I've been talking about. The first one is all about inspirational creativity. This takes your audience from a logical, transactional state of mind to being heartfelt and resonating with your business and your product. Our brain, remember, is there to ensure we survive. And we know and we feel when someone's being authentic or someone is trying to sell us something. Today's marketplace is full of the same bog standard statements, buzzwords, and empty promises. Customers are more aware of this than ever before and are quick to recognize when businesses are simply exaggerating to get their sales. The second lever within the story is the inspirational strategy, and the third level is the inspirational experiences. When you implement these 3 levels into your story, you begin to encompass the deep emotional bonds with your audience. And the result is hundreds upon hundreds, if not tens of thousands of new customers or fans who will actively buy, share, and return for more of what you offer. And of course, they will talk about your product and your business. As we have touched on the acronym STORY, the true story, and its 3 leverage points, I would like to ask you a question. Considering the 5 different mindsets, where do you feel you are right now? Are you in the red zone and are transactional with your daily business choice? Do you sit in the orange or yellowish zones and are working hard, although finding it a struggle? Or maybe you're in the top green zone and are looking for a way to make yourself even more financially free than what you're doing right now. Here are a few other questions that I would like you to reflect on. On a scale of always, often, regularly, not always, or not at all, how strategic are you at influencing other people's behaviors? In any single day, how many times do you actively think of creating deep emotional bonds with your audience? How many times do you actively act with your audience in creating relationships? How many times do you behave in a way that inspires your audience? And do you encompass the power of your business or your product story to have for your audience to resonate with you faster than ever before? What were your answers to those questions? Always, often, regularly, not always, or not at all? If you did not answer always to all of them, then where you are sitting now in your business is the reason why you may be struggling. Because to influence and inspire others, your customers, your audience, your actual paying consumer, and activate that part of their brain that controls all human behavior and decision making, you must always be doing things to amplify the behavioral component of resonate in that person. People buy through emotion and later justify it through logic. This is where the story matrix comes in on its own. It is its own mindset matrix. To create the significant loyalty, deep emotional bonds, and overwhelming trust that we talk about, everyone in your organization needs to be able to share the story, rather than simply being transactional or process-driven. And that's where we focus on the powerful story framework that is guaranteed to fast-track your results and help you obtain more cash, increase your sales and profits, achieve unbelievable brand, product, or business exposure and awareness, and enhance your customer engagement. What is obvious is with the proven strategy of the story that works and has made the likes of Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Microsoft, and so many other multi-million-dollar plus businesses so very rich and powerful, which is the true meaning of financial freedom. It is no longer hard to stand out from every other business in your marketplace and to be remembered, shared, and spoken about by your beloved fans, your new, truly inspired audience. What we do here at Iconic Productions, what we create with our clients, with our audience, is what we call the SBC, the Story Business Challenge. And we provide our clients with a toolbox of some of the most amazing things that encompass every aspect of their business in creating and evoking the emotions and the bond in their audience, which has for decades been a proven success story of its own. Right now, you may be thinking about how to reach a wider audience, or how to increase your product's exposure, or how to make more sales for better profits. This is what we do in helping you find your financial freedom. Once we design a storyboard for your business or your product, or both, it only opens up the next opportunity. As we know, not everyone is ready to buy from you straight away. It is rare. It may take a few days, weeks, months, or even in some cases, years. The strategic methodology behind the story allows you to nurture them along the way and bring them to an emotionally connected decision that allows your audience to resonate with what you have to offer, to respect you, and be inspired by you and your business. Therefore, how robust is your current process in speeding up the emotional connection of your audience? Through the power of storytelling, it simplifies complex or boring information by turning a complicated or dry subject into something entertaining and memorable. As a result, your product or business begins to represent an idea or feeling beyond the thing itself. No matter what you sell, you can make your audience, your customers, resonate with it, which is a great story.
To have a predictable and fast process that turns potential customers into paying customers is a whole new ballgame for your business. And that's where we use the nurturing blueprint of the story. This process builds an identity. And as for the audience, storytelling always brings out in us what we secretly aspire to be or look like or feel or have. As a result, your product or business creates instinctive feelings people experience when they use your product or service. That way, they're not just buying into the product or the business itself. They're buying into your brand, and that is your story. This is much more powerful and has a lot more longevity than a product that they can pick up, use, throw away, and not give it another thought. It is important for your business to have a tactical journey planned out that removes all the buyer's remorse and have them excited for what's next.
You would have noticed that in showing you the 5-point method in the story, the STORY, we deliberately did not show the why. This is because you need to understand why the power of storytelling works and why you are looking at making a change to fast track your business growth, and reach and achieve your dream of running a business that brings you financial freedom. You need to know why making others deliberately feel an emotional experience is the key to retaining your loyal customers, creating new customer relationships, and having a super large audience fan-based network that will share stories about how amazing you are, how great your business is, and how extraordinary your product and service is. The power of storytelling doesn't stop here. It is the 8th of 9 accelerators that accelerates the true and actual results. We call this the teaser. It is the one that I love the most. It is all about the right video production or the correct video digital media event. This is where the opportunities become gargantuan. Most business owners believe you need hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars to produce the best story and have it told and heard by millions of potential people. And anyone who tells you that, any business owner who says that, any business owner who thinks that, they're wrong. You don't need thousands of dollars. And here's why so many businesses shoot themselves in the foot. It is not about the money. It is more about the technology and the features of the actual video production that ensures and produces positive emotions in others. It is not about the money that you put into it. To drive a truly magical culture in your business, you must shape every process so that you consistently tell your story to accelerate the trust of bond loyalty. It is all about turning your audience into lifelong fans. And bingo! If we look at the 3 same businesses as mentioned earlier, and there are so many other businesses that have successfully used the story strategy, like Coca-Cola, McDonald's, and Microsoft, a huge portion of their massive financial growth is from their lifelong fans.
To achieve this, the last but not least accelerator is what we call the talk of the town. This is all about distribution, impact that creates rippling effects throughout your customers' lives will take your business and word of mouth to a whole new level. In the last 5 years, video and on-screen popularity has exploded on unprecedented levels. What's more, video production in the COVID-19 pandemic since 2020 made it clear that effective digital communication is more crucial to our society than ever. Everyone and their grandparent
is using the internet now to do their shopping. The internet offers an unfathomable amount of choice to today's consumers, and it's much more convenient than traveling to individual businesses and stores. While brick and mortar businesses still play an important role, it's no secret that e-commerce has become more and more appealing to customers. Therefore, your business needs to keep up, because in order to create greater transformations in your audience, you must establish a community. You must establish a tribe mentality within your business. This allows your customers to participate in something bigger than just themselves. If we remember our ancestors, they were once part of a tribe, and we all grow up in some kind of family. These days, it has become more about the community. The reason why the talk of the town is vital to accelerating your business growth is based on the notion that we as people feel safer around others who are like us, who like what we like, and that we resonate with. You get to create a greater impact by allowing your customers to resonate with each other in the community. And that community could be your local community or the global community. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that that community is the story you have created. In combining all that you have heard into one perfect toolbox and package, it allows you to see our 9 clear frameworks and blueprints to achieving those goals of obtaining more cash, increasing your sales and profits, achieving unbelievable brand, product, or business awareness, as well as your business exposure. And of course, the most important aspect, enhancing your customer engagement. When you start seeing the exciting results from your digital video power story, only then will you truly know and feel the importance and the power of storytelling. Doesn't matter how you answer those questions or where you are with regards to your thinking mindset. What does matter is if you are looking to be able to change your business, if you are looking to be able to change the growth of your business, reach your dreams, and not just work for your business, but have your business work for you. If you are looking to be able to change your product or service into fast-tracking results in obtaining more cash, increasing your sales and profits, achieving unbelievable brand, product, and business awareness. Brand awareness is so important, guys. And let's not forget, enhancing your customer engagement. Then this is where we, Iconic Productions, can help you implement a foolproof story, formula, and techniques into your business, which will guarantee growth, increased sales, better profits, and a more happier customer audience fan base.
Hopefully, the blueprints and what you've heard has been helpful. It has given you some insights and thought-provoking ways to allow you to see how obtaining financial freedom or running a business is not about the transaction. Running a business is about changing the way we are, what we do, how we do it, and why we do it. It is about creating the relationship that leads to a heartfelt connection. It is about moving from the tick-the-box thinking to evoking an emotional experience every single moment of every single day. If you are ready to implement the power of storytelling in your business, please reach out. Click on one of the buttons below or call us on 1300-860-074. Why not let us start our own business relationship and see how we can help your business? That's your story. Until we meet, Godspeed. Keep on smiling, and remember, you are only ever one decision away from having a totally different business experience. And let that decision be your blockbuster.